right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some Otterbox cases for the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4, and we have the Thin Flex on deck. Now, this looks very similar to the Commuter series or the Symmetry, so let's go ahead and take a look at them. This is the first time I think I've ever reviewed a foldable case from Otterbox, so let's go ahead and check them out. Now, they come in 3 different colors, all right, but let's go ahead and take a look at, the clear version, all right? We like to show off the colors of these flip devices. So let's go ahead and take a look at the clear version of the Thin Flex. All right, designed for foldable phones. It says drop tested, ultra thin, hard case with soft grip edges, 5G compatible, made with 50% recyclable plastic, wireless charger compatible, easy installation, and lasting antimicrobial properties to protect the case. All right, so let's go ahead and slide this up out. Now let's get the case itself, and let me make sure nothing else comes in this box. Let me get it all out. So nothing else. So we just get the case itself, and you get some paperwork. No adhesives or anything like that. So that leaves me a little bit curious as of how this is actually going to fit on the flip, because we all know when it comes to foldable cases with the no adhesive thing, it can become a big problem. So let's go ahead and see how this actually does on the flip itself. Now, let's go ahead and install it piece by piece. So the thing I like about this is it has like the matte edges, all right? So you do get those matte kind of frosted edges, and you're gonna get that clear cutout right there. So let's go ahead and pop the top on, all right? So that's gonna be the top, how it's gonna look right there. So you can still show off the color and have a little bit of matte goodness and clear goodness. And let's go on the back, and let's go ahead and pop that on the back as well. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the case for itself. Now on the top, as you can see here, you get your full cutout. Now I'm not sure what cutout I prefer. Some have it cut here and then have a round edge to go around the flash. I think I like that a little bit better than having this cut so you can still see some of the color. That's just a personal preference to me, but it's something that's very minimal. So on the back, it's gonna be completely clear. Nothing going on the back. Taking a look at the sides, you're gonna get a covered volume up and down button, which is very nice and tactile. And of course, you're going to get an open power, which acts as that fingerprint. Whoa. Okay, yeah, let's get to that. We're going to keep going, but we're going to get to that because the case fitting is not looking good right now for Otterbox, all right? So let's kind of keep it going. On the other side is going to be completely closed. Now, when it comes to that top, let's fold it down. When it comes to the top and bottom, you're going to get a cutout for that mic. You're going to get the cutout for your Type-C and your speaker ports. Now, when you're talking about a lay on the table protection, and when you're talking about a lip that goes around, it doesn't really have that much of a lip, but I'm not really faulting these type of cases because, I mean, you may drop it like this, but the chances are when you drop it, it's going to be like this, all right? You're going to get no hinge protection, so that's something you got to think about if you were to drop it, no hinge protection. But if you drop it any other place, I'm pretty sure you will be fine because the material does feel a little bit durable. Now, let's get into what I think is about to break this entire product right here, and that's going to be fit, okay? So before we get, let's just show you. So the biggest cases, the biggest issue with the foldable flip cases is how easy they are to pull apart, all right? You just saw that, right? So this right here comes off way too easy. Now I'm looking on the inside, and there are no adhesive, no friction pads, no anything. So when this pops on, I mean, you have to pull. You don't got to pull much though. Like, in my opinion, now if you just, let's just see, if you're just using this phone, flipping it, using it, this still, it's too much movement going on, all right? Like when it comes to this case, it's just a little too much movement in my opinion. I would like to see some type of friction pad, some type of adhesion pad, or a little material to connect these two pieces so it doesn't slide. I would have liked to see something a little bit better because I do feel like this is just not really taken, it's not really taken into consideration really well. I think this pops off a little too easy. And man, I don't know. The fit of it is definitely not up to par. I honestly couldn't really see myself running this because of the fit seems a little bit poor. But you know what I mean? That's just my opinion with it. I mean, I don't know. I don't think the fit is there. All right, I don't really think the fit is there. Let's go ahead and check wireless charging. It says wireless charging compatible. And of course, it does work just fine with wireless charging. So yeah, man, this is going to be the Thin Flex from Otterbox. All right, let's get another color in here. All right, let's try different colors. And let me make sure this one isn't just missing the strips or something like that. Because without it having those strips, that's going to be a big deal. Like, if it's not going to stay on the phone, that's going to be a hard recommend. All right, I'm talking about a very, very hard one. I think this might end up being a skip for me if I was you guys, man. I hate to say that, but I say that for products to get better. You know what I mean? I don't really say that to bash products, but I do say it so they can get better in the future. So let's go ahead and pop the top portion in. All right, so this is going to be the top portion in. This is going to be the black. Also, no adhesives, no friction, no anything. And yeah, see, it just starts to slide a little too easy for me. This is a case that you can use it, and if you're using it regularly, it may not be too good, but I feel like you're gonna have to keep pushing it back in to close it. All right, so this is gonna be the Otterbox Thin Flex, man. Like I said, I like the design, I like the texture, I like everything that they have going on with it, but I mean, even with the camera protection and everything, but when you're talking about having these, you got to have some type of friction, some type of adhesive when it comes to these cases, because we don't want these cases to be moving around, and that's exactly what this case is doing. You can use it regular, all right? This is what I'm trying to get at. You can use it just fine, but just know that it kind of comes off a little too easy in my opinion. This right here, it just comes off way too easy. You got to give us something to not let that pop off as easy. All right, so this is going to be the Thin Flex. All right, you got your clear version right here. You got your clear, you got your black version, and you have a kind of like a bluer version right here. Kind of like have a green blue. In case you guys want to see this one, hey, I'll throw it up there. Some of you may still be interested in this case. So let's just go ahead and pop it on real fast so I can show you what it looks like, and we can get you up out of here. So let's kind of pop that on. If you got a color that this kind of matches, there you go. But like I said, just pops off little, barely any effort. Just look, I mean, it just pops off just a little bit too easy. So I don't know, guys. I think I will steer clear from the Thin Flex. Otterbox, if you're watching this video, man, we got to find a way to improve it when it comes to affordable. I know that's a challenge to a lot of case companies. This isn't going to be the only video that I kind of get on a case and can't recommend it because they're so tough when it comes to foldable. So if you're a stickler for certain things like this, then just pay attention to that. If this type of stuff doesn't bother you, you don't mind pushing it back together every now and then, hey, go pick it up. Either way, you know the links will be in the description down below if you do want to go out there and get yourself one. If you made it to the end of the video, let me see those flexes. Everyone be safe. Catch you on the next one. Later.